Au revoir. In this lesson we're going to learn how to do harmonies. I thought I was going to do that bit. Right, well now we've got rid of him, I can tell you what we're going to do in the lesson. We're going to start with one note. I'm going to show you how to harmonise one note, and then we'll make it 3 notes, and then we'll make it into a sort of phrase, and then we'll add things like hammer-ons and pull-offs and bends, and show you the different ways you have to approach those to get those to sound right, because the harmony part has to mirror the melody part. So if you're doing hammer-ons and pull-offs in the melody part, it's good to make sure the harmony does the same. So it's time for me close-up. So we're going to start off with just harmonising one note. We're in the key of A minor, which is this. There's other 2 notes on that string you use, which is notes B and E, 7 and 8, which we'll be using a bit of. So we're going to start this melody or harmony, or it's going to end up as that, but we're going to start with one note. So we're just going to start on the note E, which is just one of the notes in A minor. And to harmonise that in thirds, which is what this video is about, it's all about harmonising in thirds, we'll simply play 3 notes above that note in the scale. So if the melody note, which is the E, is E, then the harmony note will be G. E, F, G. So you count E as 1 and then count 3 notes up in that scale. So in this scale we've got natural notes, no sharps or flats. So the start of the harmony note, will be G. So melody is E. 1, 2, 3, G. So to harmonise E, you'll play a G over the top. It'll sound like this. So what's happening in those little clips is I've recorded the melody note, and in the video I'm playing just the harmony part. So the next bit is we'll make 3 notes. To keep it basic, we're just going to go 3 notes up in the scale for the melody, so it's E, F and G. If you want to harmonise that, you look at what the melody does first. So you look at the melody and you realise that it's only going up 1 note in the scale at a time, starting on E, F and G. So your starting point will be 3 notes above E again, so that will start with G, and then all you do really is play the next 2 notes in the scale just like the melody part does, E, F and G. So you start on G, which is E's 3rd note, 1, 2, 3, and you play the next 2 notes in the scale. So your harmony notes will be G, A and B. Melody, harmony. Together it will sound like this. The next one, we're going to start with that same idea we just had, but then come back down again in the scale. So the melody will sound like this. So really we're just going up to G from E and then back down again. So it's E, F, G, F, E. So the harmony will be, obviously start on G again. So you just follow the same pattern, because the melody is going up 3 notes and then back down 2. So the harmony will do the same, starting on G, which is E's 3rd again. So you go up 3 notes, then come back down 2 notes in the scale. Melody, harmony. And it will sound together like this. So now we're just going to expand on that again a little bit. So that's the melody. So going up 3 notes and back 1. Back 1 again. Up 1 and back 1. E, F, G. F, E, F, E again. That's all pitch, so obviously the harmony will follow that exact pattern, but 3 notes up in the scale. So G, A, B, A, G, A, back to G. Melody, harmony. Together it will sound like this. So the next one, we're going to put in some hammer-ons and pull-offs. So the melody sounds like this. So it's exactly the same as the previous one, but instead of picking those, at the end we're going to do a hammer-on and a pull-off. Hammer-on, pull-off. Just makes it sound a bit smoother. Now if you think about the previous melody, which is this, the 2 notes that we're going to do the hammer-on and pull-offs on are the first and the second. So when you're doing the harmony, your first and your second notes are on different strings. So you can't do hammer-ons and pull-offs on different strings. So instead of playing the melody in this position, we'll play it in this position. It's the same notes, but we're on the same. We're just using one string, so we can then do a hammer-on and pull-off to follow the melody part. So you can't really recreate a harmony part that's the same as the melody when you're changing strings like that, especially if you want to follow the melody exactly. So if the melody is doing hammer-ons and pull-offs, the harmony should do the same to make it all fit nicely. So that's frets 8, 10 and 12. Hammer-on and pull-off. So melody, harmony. Sound like this. For the last one, instead of doing hammer-ons and pull-offs on the last bit, we're going to do bends instead. So the melody goes like this. So obviously we need to do a bend and release on the harmony part as well. So instead of trying to do it like this, we're going to do different strings again. So it's exactly the same notes, but we're going to start the G here on the 12th fret on the G string. So it just becomes a bit easier to do that whole phrase in that one position, but we are using 2 strings now, whereas the melody isn't. So now the harmony will be here. So together it will sound like this. So that's pretty much it. If you want to learn the little melody I did at the start, I'll just go through that quickly as well, because if I was watching it and I saw the intro and then it wasn't explained, I'd be a little peeved. So the melody part for the intro bit I did goes like this. Try that again. And the harmony is this. So the melody, again it's in A minor, so no sharps or flats, so we're going to start on the note D and bend up to E, then release, shift back to the 12th fret, and we're going to do a hammer-on and pull-off. It's 12, 13, 12, and I'm going to play 14th fret on the G, so you get this. Then we're going to go back to the B, 12th fret, back to the 14th fret on the G. So you get this. Next bit, 14th fret of the G. Now you got this. Next note is 12th fret G. Slide down 2 frets, and then slide down 1 fret. Whole thing. Harmony part is exactly the same, but 3 notes up in the scale. So this starts on D and bends to the next note in the scale, which is E. So this will start on F, because F is the 3rd note above D. D, D, F. So F will bend up a tone to the next note, which is G, and release, just like the melody part did. Then we're going to go down to 15th fret, do a hammer and pull off, 17th, so you get this. Then down to the 17th on the G, back up to the B string, 15th fret, then 17th on the G, 16, we're going to slide down to the 14th and slide down to the 12th. There's the original one. Ooh! So the original one, the last 2 notes slide, so the harmony should slide as well. And that's it, just put a bit of vibrato on that note there, the release. And that's that. So, hope you got something out of that if you're getting interested in harmonies. Bands like Thin Lizzy, Maiden, Metallica do it a bit, loads of bands do it. So that's the basics of how to create harmonies, just by using thirds. You can use fifths, fourths, sixths, all sorts. They all sound different, but I think thirds are the prettiest for me. So hope you like that, and please subscribe down below if you like what I do. Please leave a like, and I shall see you on the next one. Which way around is it? It's that way, isn't it? Bonjour for now.